Hello guys, welcome to myth busting series of Rich Living Mastery where we take popular personal development myths and we'll tell you whether it's actually a myth or a reality. My name is Abhishek. I'm the founder and CEO of Rich Living Mastery and I'm a public speaking coach. With me, I have my partner for the series, Mr. Puneet. Go ahead, buddy.
Hello guys. Hello guys. This is Puneet Jagdish. I'm a corporate trainer and a mindset coach. I am thankful for Abhishek to invite me into this talk, and we are going to talk about the myth about the brain that we're going to use only 10%, not the whole brain altogether. So let's see what's in it.
In about 1870s and 1880s, somewhere around that time, we had people like Einstein and William James.
William James.
And the other philosophers who were telling that you use only small capacity of your mental potential or 10% of your mental potential. And that is where it kind of started. They never said brain, they said mental potential. And then after that, then there was certain studies. So according to biology, you have two types of matter in your brain. Like you can divide it into different types of cells. One is neurons. The second one is glial cells. So neurons were in small in percentage. Some studies say that it's about 10%, and about 90% of them were glial cells, which is also now proven that it's not the right ratio, but that's where it started. And then you would have realized that a lot of motivational speakers would have also said
Speakers, yeah, they would have they used this stuff. There was no much studies put into this the brain study. There was actually, we did not have much instruments also to put in, but the industry, the motivational speaking, or the people who used to market themselves as motivational speakers, like this term so much, and it was so easy to sell themselves with this term that they're going to help you increase your brain capacity. So these people use this term a lot, and this became very popular from then. Today, in reality, we have a lot of instruments like functional MRI, PET scans, with which we can really dive deep into the brain and check what is happening. Although we don't know what is happening in the brain altogether.
Yeah.
The brain is one of the most mysterious part on the planet till date. But we have no idea how the brain actually performs, but we have some idea about what it does. So with certain instruments like fMRI and PET scans, we can see that even when you're doing small activities like walking or talking, a lot of areas in your brain light up. And Abhishek, you had something to add to this point.
Yeah, so your brain is built for efficiency. Its duty is to keep you alive. So there is no reason for it to light up all parts of the brain. If you're just lifting, for example, if you're lifting this pen, why do you want all of your brain parts to be lit up? It's not possible because it takes a lot of energy. It's one of the most energy consuming part of the human body. Now with that said, there's something called neuroplasticity, which you have studied a lot about, you've done some practice. Why don't you tell us about neuroplasticity?
Yeah, neuroplasticity and gray matter. I'm gonna talk about both things at the same time. Well, gray matter is somewhat related to your efficiency of the brain. It says that it's not proved, but then it says that if you have more gray matter, your memory power is better. You can remember things better, and basically you use your brain in a better way. So certain activities like playing ping pong, table tennis, juggling, for the matter, juggling is the best exercise. So when you juggle stuff, you are actually using both left part and the right part of your brain all together, like together at the same time. So there is a lot of neural connections, exchange of the information happening between the left brain and the right brain at any given point of time. So this increases the gray matter development and the neuroplasticity of your brain to a very great degree. So that is why scientifically proven, this is scientifically proven, jugglers brain is far slightly bigger, a certain percentage, like I think it's 4 or 5, I'm not sure on this percentage, but it is, their brains are actually bigger than the rest of us brain, because their gray matter development is much higher all over the brain. It's not just 10% of the brain. And to add this point, as human beings, we all experience forgetting things, right? No matter how great our memory is, we do forget things. Whatever we have experienced in the childhood, we don't remember it entirely. That is because a brain has the tendency to degenerate cells which are not used. Well, if you are thinking, if you think about your childhood, certain strong emotions or strong activities or strong situations do you remember, because you have overthought, you have relived the situation over and over again, and it has cemented in your brain. But certain things which you have not thought or paid attention to has lost it.
So it's similar to like a muscle. Like muscle, if you don't use it, it's not going to become weaker or shrink.
Degenerate. Yeah, degenerate is the word. So if this was true, and if you're only using 10% of the brain, the 90% of it should have been gone by now. So there is the scientific research which clearly debunks this situation. And Abhishek, what's your point on this?
Look, so as you would have noticed, I spoke about William James, a lot of philosophers, and Einstein, who said mental capacity 10%. Now look, here's what I believe, here's what I know for sure. We don't understand what is mind yet. Right now scientists are like, look, mind may not be the brain. We used to say, grow your mind and all that because of cultural reference, like industries, movies and things like that. But in reality, there's a difference between mental capacity and brain capacity. There are people who got injured brain. There's this famous case about this guy where a rod went through his brain.
Yeah.
Really normal. You would have heard. It's a very popular one, right? So it went through and it damaged his brain. But
was he normal, or did he have his memory power reduced to 30 seconds? I think it was reduced to 30 seconds.
We don't know enough. There are people who stretch the story again for their own agendas. But the point is that he was a normal human being. He lived. Like he was able to do day-to-day tasks. He was able to perform well. So from that point of view, you can increase your mental capacity. So know the difference between mental capacity and brain capacity.
Well, thank you very much.
Definitely, guys. Thank you so much. And before we go, comment below about a famous personal development statement or something that you have heard. We will work on debunking it, or we will work on figuring out whether it's a myth or not for your benefit and our benefit. And with that said, if you felt like you learned something, like and subscribe and share this with someone who you think still believes that they're only using 10% of their brain.